wonder how many people are living lives that are not congruent with like who they want to be or what kind of life they want, and they've just kind of gone with it, defaulted into a few life decisions where, here's a job opportunity, this person wants to date you, and then you just kind of fall into that because it's easiest, and that's the trap of, going down the path of least resistance.
Whoa, and now we're talking deep.
Yeah.
Path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I know that path too well.
I think we all do in different aspects.
In different aspects, and some people more than others. And that's something that, that's something that's really big for me right now. It's just like over the last, kind of like the last 5 years, but then really the last 3 years, and then really, really the last year. For me, it's been just because I don't know how far down that path I am, and I'm like, I just need to make my life more hard.
Yeah.
And not in
more
ways,
hard. I fucking love that.
Yeah, but
more hard.
And not in ways of like
that.
gamble all my money away. And like,
no, I
you know what I mean? But
I understand because with everything we do, it's always the easy way out. Like, what's the easiest way to get this thing done? And I, like everything. I'm not talking like everything. Like most stuff. Everything. Yeah. So like, what's the easy way to get out of bed in the morning? Is have a bed that's at like sitting height so that you don't have to bend your legs as far to get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Where do we eat? In chairs because the floor is too far down.
Yeah.
Like, what job do we want? The one that pays us the most to do the least. Like, isn't that the definition of what most people are looking for? Yeah. When you go to the gym, like, it's to get it out of the way, not to like enjoy the suffer. like everything that we do is based on that, and I love that attitude of like, what's the fucking hard shit?
Yeah,
let's do it.
It's like, and it's hard to explain because like I get questioned that a lot. Like, why do you do this to yourself? I don't, like, in my head, I don't think I'm doing much. I'm doing a lot more than I used to do, but it's still nothing compared to like you look on the spectrum of human suffering. Where the fuck are we?
Oh,
we're
at the top of like nowhere near suffering at all.
like when I talk suffering, I'm like, I ran in the rain. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, oh no, you ran in the rain by choice. So you're telling me you didn't have to take that bucket through the rain and mud down to the creek to drink water.
Yeah.
No, you just decided to put your Nikes on and run on the footpath.
Oh, even better than that, Asics. They're like these Asics Cumulus cushioned. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, when I say rain, I don't mean like, like Alaskan rain. Like, I'm talking about
like
Queensland tropical drizzle. You know what I mean? And
it still feels badass though, doesn't it?
It does. It feels badass. I'm not gonna lie. I like, especially want to run when it's raining or when it's extremely hot. Yeah. Then again, it's not Sahara hot.
No. So again, on the level of human suffering, which even not
nowhere. But I think the reason I started doing it is because I just realized that I default straight away into what's easiest. Like my last job, because I work in new home sales, and so I basically sell people homes off the plan. I work in the same estate that I live in. Now, up until about a week ago, I just left that job, about to start another one. It's now a half an hour drive. I had to think about that half an hour drive. I'm like, do I want a half an hour drive? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, literally, am I always just going to accept the job that's 3 minutes from my house because I'm that lazy that I don't want to drive out? And that's something that recently, and I'm still kind of like, should I take that job? 30 minutes. It's fuck all. Like, I hear of people driving like 2 hours to work. I'm like, why?
Yep.
But I'm like, what the fuck? Am I gonna? And I started thinking, I'm like, how much am I gonna limit my life if I just keep making those kinds of decisions?
Yeah.
Like based off, proximity.
Yeah, to your current location.
Could you imagine that?
That you don't even want to spend the rest of your life in. Like I guarantee you that your like dream house isn't the house that you're currently living in.
No.
Like whose is? You could have a mansion and you might be grinding and looking for that new way to make more money because there's this house on the other side of the world that you really want. You know what I mean? No one's happy.
Because we're aspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're aspirational, and I feel like Man, I don't know. It's been like, this is what I mean. I'm still so much on the picking the path of least resistance stuff.
That you had to think about that 30-minute drive to work.
That was a consideration.
In your very nice car, by the way. I've never even seen. What even is that?